Good evening all. Welcome back to a new post today. And today let's look at another part of the current affairs for the TSPSC. Not exactly current affairs, but let's look at the agriculture sector in Telangana. Let's have some quick insights into certain highlights about the agriculture and allied sectors in Telangana, so that this will help you in your economy paper as well. So agriculture, we know, is the mainstay of the Telangana economy and also the Indian economy as well. So the monsoons play a very crucial role in the success of agriculture, and apart from that also the irrigation. Agriculture plays a very pivotal role in the Telangana economy, and its better performance is very important for the very vital for food security and also as a raw material base for many industries as well. Agriculture is the way of life and also tradition system that shape the culture and the economic system of the state as well, and therefore we continue to be central to the agriculture continues to be central to all the strategies for planned socio-economic development of the state. Agriculture, forestry, livestock and fisheries sectors gross value added to the state economy has been about 13.9% from just 76,000 crores in 2014 to about 1,89,000 crores in 2021 and 22. So a significant portion of this growth now is driven by the livestock subsector, and currently the livestock accounts for 49% of the overall sector, followed by crops 44%, fishing and aquaculture at 3.2%, forestry and logging sector at 2.38% of the agriculture and allied activities. In all the allied activities between 2019, 12 and 19, the livestock population has seen a good increase, so just from 26.7 million to 32.6 million with a growth rate of 22.1%. Among the major states in India, Telangana is second to West Bengal with regard to livestock population in the same period as well. And as a part of the agriculture investment support, Government of Telangana has started the Raitu Bandhu scheme, which is out of which the state government provides the money potential for the farmers to buy the inputs at both the Yasangi and also the Vanakalam harvesting season. Under the Raitu Bima scheme, the government has settled claims of at least 3,763 crore rupees and has transferred an amount of 75,000 crore to the bereaved families. The state government's effort is to improve the irrigation and is commissioning a lot of irrigation projects on the Godavari and the Krishna, and also improving the irrigation potential of the state as well. Now, due to the construction of various irrigation projects, restoration of minor irrigation tracts, check dams and also irrigation potential has also increased in the state to 85 lakh acres during 2020 and 21, and the resultant is that there is the improvement in irrigation can be seen in the production of paddy and also the major other crops like cotton, maize, etc. Now, let me tell you that there has been a massive increase in paddy production by 378%, and the cotton production has increased by 61% in the same period, and this has resulted in Telangana becoming a paddy production state in the country. The state government has provided safety during the previous year for procuring products such as paddy and cotton, and also given the unpredictability of the Government of India's position with regard to procurement. So there has been a lot of conflicts between the centre and the state on procurement as well. So agriculture and allied activities provide most of the livelihood in the state. Beside it also, I told you, it provides food sector. Now it contributes, the rural households constitute almost 51% of the rural households are in agriculture, and this has grown to 54% in 2019 from 51%. So the essence is that agriculture assumes the most important activity in the state government. Now, to achieve the food and income security, the state government has given productive priority to agriculture and has implemented many farmer friendly oriented schemes as well. The budget allocation for agriculture has also increased, and if you see that it has sustained the growth, it has sustained growth of primary sector contribution in the state economy over the past few years as well. The contribution of the crops sector to the Telangana gross state value added at the current prices has increased 103% from 2014-15 to 2020-21. This is marked improvement of the gross state value added of crops at the current prices. Also, if you look at the contribution of the participation of agriculture in the economy. It was just 16% in 2014, now it is 18%. Industries in 2014 and 15 was 22% of the economy, now we are at 20%, so there is a drop in industries. Service sector stays the same, that is 61.3%, which was in 2014-15, and even now also services contribute 61.3% to the gross state value added at the current prices. If you see there has been a growth of agriculture, forestry, livestock and fisheries to the tune of 13% in Telangana. And agriculture allied activities has also improved from just 38% in 2014 and 15 to 49% in 2020 and 21, and the growth is attributed to renewed efforts of the state government. Also the new sheep distribution scheme has added to this component. If you look at the trends in agriculture, in the compound annual growth rate of agriculture at the current prices between 14 and 15 and 20 and 21, which will also help you to write the improvement of agriculture for the past 10 years, because recently we have celebrated the 10th anniversary of the formation of the state. So 10 years of formation of the state, yes. So if you see Telangana, it is from 2014 to 2021, Telangana has seen an improvement of 11% in agriculture and allied activities. If you look at the land holding pattern in Telangana, a major of the land holding is marginal land holding. So this is one of the major features of agriculture. Agriculture depends upon the land holding system. Also technology used on the land depends upon the size of the land holding, that is in Telangana. If you look at the land holding pattern in Telangana, we have marginal land holding, which constitutes 64.6% of the total land holdings in the state. Small constitute 23.7% in the state, and the semi-medium constitute 9.5% in the state, and medium just 2.1. And if you look at by the social groups that own the land in Telangana, others other than scheduled caste, scheduled tribes and other institutional, the other sections of the society own most of the land, that is 76%. Scheduled caste own 11% of the agricultural land, scheduled tribes 12%. So this is about the land holding pattern in the state of Telangana. Agriculturally, Telangana is very rich, and therefore even we have seen an increase in the annual rainfall also. In 2014 and 15 it was 682 millimeters, while in 2020-21, according to the government data itself, it is about 1322 millimeters of rainfall, and this is proven to be a boon for the agriculture sector. And if you see the net sown area, so if you look at the calculation, when you write about agriculture, we also have to know how the dependency, the nature of the state, like an agriculture state, will depend on the percentage of the employment in that agriculture sector, and also the net sown area in the state. So as a result of a lot of government efforts and focus on overall cropping area and irrigated area, the net sown area has also increased in Telangana. So it has increased from 131 lakh acres in 2014 to 15 to 210, so almost a increase of 70 lakh acres from 2014 to 2020 and 21, and so 79 total of 79 lakh hectares were brought under cultivation during this period. And this positive sign of increase in the sown area is attributed to many investment projects, irrigation projects, paddy procurement by the government, which has made it possible to cultivate paddy in more seasons of the year as well. Mostly Telangana grows paddy, cotton, maize, red gram are the major crops that are grown in Telangana, and cumulatively if you see paddy is grown cumulatively, the area under these crops, that is paddy, cotton, maize and red gram, constitute 85% of the total area under cultivation. Individually if you see, paddy is grown in 50%, to cotton in 28%, and the remaining constitute, which both together constitute 78% of the total area under crops. So this is the major cropping pattern, and this is one of the reasons why the government has been emphasizing on also diversifying of the crop, because when you do a lot of monocropping like this, then price becomes an issue, and also procurement by the government agencies as well. So this is a significant improvement in the area, in the crops that are sown by Telangana. Now if you look at the gross sown area among the districts at the district level, the major part or the major share in the gross sown area is in Medak. So there is an increase there in Medak. The state coverage, it is increased by 13% from 2019 to 21, and according to the data by the government of Telangana, Medak constitutes the largest district which has a major of the sown area. Next comes Vikarabad, Mehboob-nagar, Jangaon, Yadadri, Sangareddy, Nagar Karnool, Medchal, Malkajgiri, Siddipet, Vanaparthi. These are the 10 most. So if you see, more than 20% and 50% of the area under the crops is in Medak actually, 31% Vikarabad, 30% Mehboob-nagar, Jangaon 30%, and Yadadri, Sangareddy, Rangareddy, Nagar Karnool, Medchal and Malkajgiri are in the range of 20 to 30%. While if you see, the lowest area with regard to sown area is found in Nirmal, which is very less, and Komrambim, Peddapalli, Nizamabad, Warangal rural, Mulugu, Mancherial, Bhadradri, Jaishankar, Karimnagar, Narayanpet and Khammam. So these are in the range from 1 to 10% of increase. Now there was a decrease in the gross sown area in Nirmal, which is in the negative zone. So it's minus 11% due to the crop diversification, also shifting away from the maize of sowing of maize. So this is the reason why we have a negative gross sown area for Nirmal district. Now if you look at the cropping intensity, the cropping intensity also with the overall index, it is 136. So the state also has an opportunity in improving the cropping intensity by utilizing more of technology and also improved of agriculture products. So if you look at the cropping intensity, most of the cropping intensity is in, so more number of crops grown in a year is the cropping intensity. If you look at the cropping intensity index, it is maximum for Nizamabad, Peddapalli, Suryapet, Warangal urban, and then Nirmal, Kamareddy, Jagatyal, Rajanna Sirsala, Warangal rural, Jangaon, Suryapet, Vanaparthi. These are the major districts, while it is very low in Komrambim. It is very low in Komrambim. So the Ministry of Agriculture, Farmers Welfare, Government of India, Telangana stands second in the crop production and third in the maize production as well. So these are the statistics coming from the Government of India directly. And if you look at the consumption of fertilizers, now fertilizers being an agriculture state, even the consumption of fertilizers also will depict the level of agriculture production and improvement in the state as well. So consumption of fertilizers and pesticides is determined by multiple factors, so such as the area under land area of land under cultivation, the type of crop that is sown, cropping pattern, cropping intensity, soil type which varies, and its condition, and also agroclimatic conditions, and also the ability of the farmers to purchase and irrigate the land as well. Now the consumption of major fertilizers in the state has increased from 28 lakh million ton in 2018 to 39 lakh million ton in 2020, and analysis of the percentage of fertilizer consumption among the districts between is shown that Warangal urban is the largest area for with regard to is the least with regard to fertilizer consumption, while Mehboobabad, is the largest with regard to fertilizer consumption. So if you look at the districts which are largest amount of fertilizer consumption, they are Mehboobabad, Siddipet, Sangareddy, Nirmal, Jaishankar, Warangal rural and Komrambin, and the least are found in Medak, Adilabad, Mulugu, Karimnagar, Narayanpet, Warangal urban and Medchal, Malkajgiri. So this is about. And if you look at the horticulture, various horticulture crops are grown in the state like mango, sweet orange, acid lime, guava, pomegranate, tomato, brinjal, oil palm, cashew nut, chilies, turmeric are the major horticulture crops that are sown in the state. In 2020-21, the area under the horticulture crops was 11.57 lakh acres with a production of 59 lakh million tons. Many of the horticulture crops are also exported. The area under horticulture in Telangana is contributing to 5.39% of the total area of agriculture, whereas the sector contributes 26% in terms of value of produce. So these are some of the brief points about agriculture until horticulture. I will be covering your livestock shelter, seed, government initiatives, then highlights the recent with regard to recent budget. What about agriculture credit, the crop loan waiver, risk mitigation, how Raitu Bandhu is helping, inputs such as free power, seeds, fertilizers, seed certification, how Telangana is being seen as a seed bowl of the world, free power for the agriculture, where what is it doing, improving irrigation facilities, what are the steps taken by that, micro irrigation, what are the steps taken by micro irrigation, and apart from that, agriculture extension, structural reforms, and crop diversification. So these are the things that I'll be seeing in agriculture part 2, and until then, it's very happy learning.